Hi everyone, my name's Alex. Welcome to week 2, day 5 of the Devotionals, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys a story from Daniel today. Before I get into the verse, just to give you a bit of backstory about what I'm going to share. So I'm going to be talking about 3 guys called Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. These were 3 guys that were taken into Babylon and were actually from Israel originally. They were taken in as slaves. Because Babylon was a bit of a superpower at the time, and the Bible tells us that these 3 guys actually rose up and became advisors to the king Nebuchadnezzar. Now, to fast forward a little bit, this king ended up building a gold statue, and he wanted everyone in the city to worship it when he played this music. Now, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego loved God, served God, worshipped God, while still being the advisors to the king. But when he played this music, these 3 guys refused. They didn't actually bow, they stood tall. And obviously this angered the king, and he said that anyone who didn't worship the statue would be thrown into this blazing furnace. It was something that he threatened with quite a lot. And so he brings Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego in, saying, why aren't you worshipping me? You're refusing to worship me. He gives them one last chance, and they again say basically no. And it brings me to the verse in Daniel chapter 3 verse 16, which I'll read from now. Says, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego speaking, King Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you in this matter. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand. But even if he does not, we want you to know, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold that you have set up. Now, I love what they say here, and I love the declaration that they make. And they kind of state and make 3 points. The first thing they say is, effectively, our God can save us. So the first thing I want to say is, to anyone, you need to believe that God can save you, that he is this is a God that breathed life into this world, that he spoke stars and galaxies into existence. So the first thing, he can do it, but then even more so to know that he can do it, saying that he will do it, saying our God will save us, and kind of declaring that over a situation is so powerful. But then the third thing, which is the main thing I want to speak from, is then saying even if. And I want to encourage us to have even if faith. The biggest demonstration of faith is when you decide that when God doesn't behave, what's your response? And are you deciding to have this even if faith, to say that, what, God, even if you don't do things or fix the situation how I envision it, I'm still going to praise you. And we're in a time when things can be difficult, and there's new challenges that we're facing, and I want to encourage us to have that even if faith, to say that we're going to believe for what we're going to believe, and we want God to have his will, but even if it doesn't work out how I imagine, I'll still worship him and I'll still praise him, because he's a good God, because I only have to look back and see what he's done before, and to be able to look forward and trust and believe in his future. So yeah, that's the devotion for today, guys. Hope you guys are well, stay blessed, and see you guys soon.